Mm-hmm. Jai, jai, jai. Greetings, everyone. We are here again in the land of Saturday Sanga, in the land of Po land. And happy to be here again. Let me do one thing. Let's move this up here. And let's move this also up here. And let's move that down. Okay, good. And we have recording on, and we have all of you. So welcome to all of you, and welcome to those yet to come. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamakyam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavangscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Harijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitangscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin iti namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarum Yascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So welcome. I don't see the option in Zoom. Does that mean I'm not seeing it or it's not there?
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Sorry, say Dharmagupta.
Hare Krishna.
I think the interpreters are not assigned yet.
No. I have interpretation. I just got it somehow. I just want to ask who is translating in Spanish, because if I know that Yeshe Prabhu will not do this anymore, who is which devotee?
Yes, Manibanda, Mariano.
Mariano.
Can you
Hare
translate?
Krishna. Yes, I'm here, Maharaj.
Spanish. Start. Okay.
Yes.
It's
Oh,
it's
now,
done.
now I see interpretation.
Yes.
Okay. Very good.
Thank you.
So we
Excuse me,
can begin.
And Samya Karinimataji is not translating because she is unable to translate today, so there will be no Russian translation today.
Right. Yes, she sent me a note. So what shall we do? Let's visit the song from Srila Narottama Das Thakur. Today I remembered that the last two songs have been addressed to Narottama Das Thakur's guru, Lokanath Goswami. And so I did a little research, which means I opened up one nice book that I have. It's a book called Sri Chaitanya, His Life and Associates. It's been put together by Swami B.B. Tirtha. And I thought to read, to remember, to be reminded of the story of Lokanath Goswami. So I thought, let's go through this song and then let's look briefly at who is Lokanath Goswami, and let's see how the time goes. We can also, we'll see, maybe we can also continue with the story of Narottama Das Thakur. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so I think we'll get right into today's song, which is Lalasa, song number 7 of Narottama Das Thakur from his collection of songs, Prarthana. And as the web page says, the language is in Bengali. And this this song has 6 verses, and they're quite simple, I would say. Simple Bengali, and a nice prayer. It's another prayer in the form of questioning when. When will this day be mine? And he seems to be addressing it. He doesn't explicitly name his guru here, but he says, "Ha Prabhu, Koro doyā Karuna Sagara, michā māyā jāle tanu, dahiche āmāra." So Prabhu, my guess is, it's referring to Lokanath Goswami. So the translation given here is, my body and mind burns in a network of material illusions. Maybe I should get the song up here. And move this down here. And move this out of the way. And adjust this. And move this over. Okay. Good. Yeah. Ha Prabhu Koro Doya Karuna Sagara michā māyā jāle tanu dahiche āmāra. My body and mind burns dahiche in a network of material illusions. michā, māyā, jāle. Jāle means it's kind of a net, which is meant to not allow things to go through. So it's a grid which restrains something. And māyā, we know the word māyā. Michā, I'm guessing, but I think it's from the Sanskrit word mityā. Mityā means false or having to do with failure, illusion, and so on. So he's calling out, ha ha, is an exclamation calling attention. Prabhu, O Master, Koro is the imperative, but obviously a polite imperative to do. So please do doyā. Please make mercy. Please do mercy. Why? Because Karuna Sagara. You, Prabhu, are a Sagara, an ocean of Karuna. So he's kind of reminding his guru, this is what you are. You're full of compassion, Karuna, and therefore you're certainly able to give me your mercy. And as for me, where am I? Well, I'm in trouble. Dahiche, āmāra. Āmāra is possessive of me, but the body, tanu, is of me. Āmāra is dahiche, is burning. Where is it burning? Michā, māyā, jāle, in this network of this illusory existence, māyā. And then he asks in the second verse, hobe, heno, daśā, hobe, sakhī, sāngā, pābo, ndāvane, pula, ghanti, dahiche, pābo. So the question word hobe, and it goes with hobe, when will be, heno, such, daśā, such position. So translation, when will I attain the association of the gopis? Pābo, again, future tense, will gain or will get or will obtain. And sakhī sanga, the association of the sakhīs. So when will I be when will I be in a position to gain the Sangha of the sakhīs? Such position. When will I be in such position? Vrindavane pula ghanti dahiche pābo. When will I be in what position? In the position in Vrindavan, Vrindavane, pula ghanti. Ghanti apparently means garland, and pula, of course, means flower. So flower garland, dahiche, to the pair, Radha and Krishna, pābo, will give. Here he translates place on the necks of the divine couple. So I guess he's making two garlands and placing them. So he's anticipating this, and we could say with this he's picturing, he's envisioning himself doing this. Sanmukhe rohiya hobe chamara dhulabo aguru chandana ganda donhe ange dibo. When will I meet the divine couple face to face? When will I fan them with a chamara whisk? When will I anoint their limbs with aguru, sandalwood paste, and other fragrant substances? So again, kobe is the question word when, and shan muke rohiya. Rohiya, I believe, means remaining. So being or remaining, staying, sanmuke, in the front, in the presence, of the pair. Kabe chamara dulabo, I will fan them, I will wave a chamara, and then aguru chandana ganda donhe ange dibo. Dibo is the verb, I will give. What will he give? He'll give aguru, chandan, ganda, these three. He will give to the two, donhe, on their angas, on their limbs. Yeah, aguru, what is aguru? We need some research here. Somebody to look up and send us something on the chat would be nice. What exactly is aguru? And gandha, as I remember, is a mixture of fragrances. And I think there are specific formulas, but I'm not exactly sure. Number 4, sakir agyai kobe tambula jogabo sindur tilak kobe donhake porabo. Number 4, when, following the gopis' orders, agyai, sakir agyai, the orders of the sakhis, will I offer betel nuts to the divine couple, tambula jogabu. Jogabu, interesting. He's translating it as offer, so it's future tense again. Tambula, translated here as betel nuts. It's, I believe it's more than betel nuts. It's sort of mixture of different things. And you see this all over India. People are chewing pan, as it's called. It's a leaf, betel leaf, and then some betel nuts and some, I don't know, some spices, and they smear some white paste. I don't know what that is. Once I was in the Radha Vallabha temple, which is in Vrindavan, which is very close to the Banke Bihari temple. It's a very large temple and beautiful deities and very beautiful deity worship and beautiful music tradition they have. And I was speaking with one of the Goswamis who spoke very good English. He was very friendly, and I was asking him about their worship. And I remember at one point he offered me some Mahaprasad tambula. And I was a bit bewildered. I wasn't sure what to do. I actually don't remember. I don't think I took it. I don't think I accepted it and put it in my bag. Aguru. Okay. Oh, we have a couple of things here. Lots of things. Sanskrit name for an important Ayurvedic drug. The tree of aguru grows in the northeastern region of India. The fragrant substance is produced by insects. whereby the wood becomes heavy. It tops the list of Ushnavirya dravyas. Well. Aguru refers to the fragrant aloe wood, which is used in the worship of Shiva. According to the Shiva Purana, quote, with the offering of bilva leaves alone, the worship shall be performed. Then scented powders, sweet-smelling oil, etc., of various sorts shall be offered to Shiva with great joy. Then incense, gugulu, the fragrant gum resin, and aguru, the fragrant aloe wood, shall be offered. Okay, then we have from one Sanskrit dictionary, can mean not heavy, light, can mean short, having no teacher, one different from a teacher. The next one says, oh, that's part of the same. Na gurur yasmat. The fragrant aloe wood and tree, Achiluria agalocha. That which yields bdellium amaris agalocha. The shishu tree, shingshapa. Okay. Good, now we know more about aguru. All right, verse 5. Vilasa kotuka keli dakibo noyone, candra-mukha nirakibo boshaye, singhasane. When with my own eyes will I see the divine couple jubilantly perform pastimes? When will I see their moon-like faces as they sit on their thrones? Okay, here in this verse, he doesn't specifically use the word hobe, when, but it's kind of implied from all the other previous verses. And he continues with this future tense, dakibo. So vilasa kotuka keli. Keli means play, and kautuka means, I think, something like clever. And vilasa also means something like play. It translates jubilantly performing pastimes. Nayane means eyes, in the eyes. Candra-mukha, the moon, moon-like face. Nirakibo, to see. Boshaye singhasane, sittings, boshaye singhasane, on their literally lion seat on their throne. Okay, then the last one. Sada she madhuri daki moner lalase koto dine hobe doya narottama daśā. My heart longs to see their sweetness. How many days must pass before they are compassionate on Narottama Das? Okay, he didn't include the word sada in his translation. Sada means always. Always, she madhuri daki, always this sweetness. Maner lalase, the longing of my mind. Is the longing of my mind. And then comes another question. Koto dine hobe. Koto is how many. And that's still in modern Bengali. So when you're shopping in Bengal, you can ask the price by saying dam koto or dam koto hobe. Dam means price. Dam koto hobe. But he's asking, Narottama Das Thakura is asking, koto dine hobe, how many days will be doyā until I get this compassion? Narottama Dasa. How long until I'm going to receive this mercy from you? It seems like he's expressing a bit of impatience. But of course, we take it not as negative impatience, but more as eagerness, as greed, as a genuine hankering and longing. Okay, so shall we try singing this? Original sound for musicians is on. Ha Prabhu Koro Doya Karuna Sanga michā māyā jāle tanu dahiche āmāra. Bolun. Ha Prabhu Koro Doya Karuna Sanga michā māyā jāle tanu dahiche āmāra. Hobe, heno, dasa, hobe, sakhī Sanga, pābo, ndāvane pula ganti, dahiche pābo. Hobe, heno, dasa, hobe, sakhī Sanga, pābo, ndāvane pula ganti, dahiche pābo. Sanmuke rohiya hobe chamara dhulabo aguru chandana ganda dohe ange dibo. Sanmuke rohiya hobe chamara dhulabo aguru chandana ganda dohe ange dibo. Sakira agai hobe tambula jogabo sindura tilaka hobe dahiche pābo. Sakira agai hobe tamara tambula jogabo sindura tilaka hobe dahiche pābo. Vilasa kautuka keli dakibo nayane candra-mukha nirakibo bosaye singhasane. Vilasa kautuka keli dakibo nayane candra-mukha nirakibo bosaye singhasane. Sada se madhuri deki manera lase kota dine hobe doya Narottama dase. Madhuri deki manera lase kota dine hobe doya Narottama dase. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Gaur Hare Bol, Nitai Gaur Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Gaur Hare Bol. Srila Narottama Das Thakura ki jai. Srila Lokanath Goswami ki jai. So now,
Guru Maharaj, can you switch off the original sound, please?
yes, thank you. So a little about Lokanath Goswami. Do you want to hear about Lokanath Goswami? Yeah, okay. He had quite some life, actually. He met Lord Chaitanya as a young man. It says that he was a householder, but that he gave up his householder ashram in the year 1510 and went to meet Mahaprabhu in Navadvip. Let's see, where was he from? Yes, he lived in a village called Palkori in Jeshore district of present-day Bangladesh. Jeshore district is, it's kind of on the western side, and I think it includes where Narottama Dasa came from. In any case, he gave up everything there and he went to Navadvip. And when he came to Navadvip and met Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu said, actually, very nice to meet you, but you should go to Vrindavan. Why should I? Because I'm about to take sannyas, and so I'm just not going to be. You never know where I'm going to be. Well, this was very distressful to Lokanath. It says he started to cry. Why was he crying? It says because he couldn't bear the thought of Lord Chaitanya. At that time, He was Nimai Pandit Vishwambar with nice long curly hair. He couldn't stand to think of that hair being cut off. um, so Mahaprabhu pacifies him, he embraces him, and he reassures him, he gives him instructions, and then he sends him off to Vrindavan. And when Bhugarbha hears that Lokanath was so unhappy, Bhugarbha was already a friend of Lokanath, and there's a reference here that he may have been his uncle, but in any case, they were very close. And so Bhugarbha decides he's going to accompany Lokanath to Vrindavan. So that's what they do. They go to Vrindavan. They walk to Vrindavan from Navadvip. But there was a problem, and the problem was that now Lokanath was feeling so much intense separation from Mahaprabhu. He wanted to see him. And the news came that Mahaprabhu had taken sannyas, as he said he would, and that he had gone to Puri, or that he was on his way to Puri. And that from Puri, he was heading to South India. So apparently he had already been in Puri and was now going further south. And that news came to Lokanath in Vrindavan. It's interesting to think, how would that news travel? Someone was traveling from Puri, perhaps. And so what does Lokanath do? He leaves Vrindavan and he heads for South India. He decides, I'm going to find Lokanath in South India. Now, this may sound quite impractical. South India is a huge area. But actually, if you think about it, the sadhus, there would have been something of an informal network amongst the sadhus. I think it's safe to say. So everyone kind of had some idea where everyone was. So it's quite possible Lokanath could go south and wherever he was, meet the sadhus, and they might say, oh, yes, we heard there was this Bengali sadhu came. He's gone to such and such place. But when he got to South India, what happened? They didn't tell him, oh, he's just over there in the next town. They said, no, he's gone to Vrindavan. So Lokanath just came from Vrindavan, and now they're telling him he's gone to Vrindavan. All right, so he goes to Vrindavan. He heads back. He arrives eventually in Vrindavan. Is Mahaprabhu in Vrindavan? No. Was he in Vrindavan? Yes, he was in Vrindavan, but for how long? Only about 2 months. And then where did he go from there? He headed for Prayag, where he would meet Srila Rupa Goswami. So the news Lokanath got in Vrindavan is, oh, he was here, but he left for Prayag. Oh, okay, so off to Prayag I go. But no, before he left, he had a dream. And in the dream, the Lord came to him and said, don't keep to find me, just stay in Vrindavan. Well, he stayed in Vrindavan following that order, and soon after that, Srila Rupa and Srila Sanatana Goswami arrived. And Srila Gopal Bhatta Goswami, they all came. that means, of course, that Mahaprabhu had met Rupa Goswami in Prayag, and now Rupa had come from Prayag to Vrindavan. And then Mahaprabhu met Sanatana Goswami in Varanasi. And then it said he spoke with him for 2 months. And after that, so it would have taken, I think, some weeks for him to get. In any case, perhaps within, possibly within a year of that dream, Lokanath would have met these Goswamis there in Vrindavan. Yeah, then it says that Lokanath Goswami, I believe this is from, a lot of this is from Bhakti Ratnakara of Narahari Chakravarti Thakur. Lokanath Goswami worshipped Radha and Krishna in deep separation. And this increased the intensity of his renunciation. That's interesting. And it says he was always afraid of the slightest amount of fame. And this explains why he forbade Krishnadas Kaviraj to write about him in his Chaitanya Charitamrita. Therefore, all you find in Chaitanya Charitamrita about Lokanath Goswami is his name. He's simply mentioned. He's also mentioned in the Mangala Charana of Hari Bhakti Vilasa by Sanatana Goswami, and he's also mentioned by Sanatana Goswami in his Vaishnava Toshani, which later is called the Brihat Vaishnava Toshani. And we get a verse, Vrindavana Priyan Vande Shri Govinda Padashritan Srimat Kashishvaram Lokanatham Shri Krishna Dasakam. Srimat Kashishvaram Lokanatham Shri Krishna Dasakam. I offer obeisance to Kashishvara, Lokanath, and Krishnadas, who have taken shelter of Govinda's lotus feet, and to whom residence in Vrindavan is very dear. Vrindavan Priyan. Yeah, the next section speaks about how he received a deity. It's a deity known as Radha Vinod. And Radha Vinod is presently in Jaipur. There's a beautiful little temple, quite central, which has recently been renovated by Shivatsa Goswami and others from the Radharaman temple in Vrindavan. Okay, I think I will save the story of Narottama becoming Lokanath Dasa's disciple for another time, because we want to, because that happens later in Narottama's life, and right in the glorious life of Srila Narottama Das Thakur by Sitala Dasi, Srimati Sitala Dasi. We're just in the beginning, where before Narottama has appeared, Mahaprabhu is anticipating his appearance. They've had kirtan. He has had kirtan with the devotees in Navadip. Suddenly he stops everyone wonders what's going on. He becomes very intense with trembling and tears. He grabs Nityananda for support, but then he collapses. And then he explains. And what was the explanation? Can anyone remember? This was last Saturday. Anyone want to remind us what Mahaprabhu said to Nityananda Prabhu and the other devotees? He was, yes, Rasodani.
I think that he said that he will leave his love of Godhead prema into the river. If you will refer to that, or I don't.
No, he doesn't say that yet.
No. Sorry.
Anyone else?
Maybe I remember
Yes.
that Lord Nityananda Prabhu was saying to Chaitanya, who has love for God as much as you do, and is there anyone? There is no one who can have that much love. And then Lord Chaitanya was saying, yes, there is one. And then he mentioned the name Narottama, I think, if I remember rightly.
Yes, very good. But
Thank you.
before that, Esther.
Yes, I only heard once from devotees that devotees were explaining the story that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that the best among devotees is going to appear.
Ah, okay. Well, that could be also, but before all of that, I'll just read. He says, that's Lord Chaitanya says, that Sankirtan is everything to me. It is my very life. I want everyone in this world to taste the nectar of the holy name. But soon, you and I will leave this world. He's speaking to Nityananda Prabhu. Who will spread this chanting after we are gone? Who will keep the flame of love I have brought into the world burning? So in other words, he's feeling some anxiety. There's some concern. What's going to happen with the Sankirtan movement? Then he says, before I leave, I must empower someone to carry on this wonderful Sankirtan movement. I have such a wealth of love of God, and I must leave it with someone. But who is qualified to inherit such riches? And then Nityananda Prabhu says, well, you're the only one who can answer that question because you know everything. And then he turns it around and asks, is there anyone who is qualified? And Mahaprabhu says, yes, Nitai, there is someone. His name is Narottama. And then Nityananda Prabhu is bewildered. He says, who is Narottama? You were calling out his name and you were crying so intensely, I was worried for your life. But I don't know anyone named Narottama. And then Mahaprabhu says, well, he hasn't appeared yet. But soon he will take birth nearby on the other side of the Padmavati river in the town of Ketari. I may have mentioned last time, I visited Ketari together with my godbrother Kiranas Prabhu many, many moons ago. We were in Bangladesh. This is in present-day Bangladesh. And Ketari is northeast, almost straight north, but a little east from Navadvip. And it's on the bank of the Padmavati River. The Padmavati is actually the Ganga. And as soon as the Ganga enters into Bangladesh, it changes name. Actually, the Ganga branch, which comes south before going to Bangladesh, which runs south down to the Bay of Bengal, and which runs through Navadvip, is called the Hooghly. But anyway, it's the Ganga. It's part of the Ganga. So I went there with Kiranas Prabhu, who is a very fluent speaker of Bengali from America. He learned Bengali just to be able to speak with people in villages. He was inspired reading Chaitanya Charitamrita about all the places around Navadvip and greater Gaudadesh where there are descendants of the immediate associates of Lord Chaitanya. He was so excited that I want to meet these people. But they don't speak English, so okay, I'll learn Bengali. So he learned Bengali. He spent a lot of time in the villages so that he could become proficient. So we went there, and it's really just a little village, nothing much there, a lot of fields. And we came in the early evening, and we had no place to stay. There's no hotels there, such, no dharmshalas, nothing. So Kiranas just went to one door, knocked on the door, and explained, we're here to visit the place of Narottama, and is there any accommodation in the village where we could stay the night? And the people were so friendly immediately. They said, please, come in, come in. They welcomed us. They, moved half the family into another room. And yeah, we had a place to stay. Prasadam. It was very sweet. Such a welcoming atmosphere. Yeah. Then we went to the next day. We sort of wandered around the area and dipped in the Padma and Padmavati. And well, okay, true confession, we didn't feel quite the ecstasy of Krishna Prema that Narottama received. But still, it was a nice feeling to be there. So Mahaprabhu says he's going to appear at Ketari. Every word coming from Narottama will be filled with love of God. And anyone who sings his praises will certainly attain love of God. So that's a good reason for us to be reading about Narottama. This is a form of praise of Narottama. If I leave my love with him, it is certain that the nectarian ocean of Sankirtan will continue to flood the universe. So that's very nice. So that's the prediction. There's two main sources for the story of Narottama. One is the Narottama Vilasa, and one is Prema Vilas, I believe it's called. And someone can check who are the authors. I'm not remembering right now. Okay, now Nityananda Prabhu is he's listening to all of this, and he says, "Wait a minute, you're going to give love of God to Narottama Das, but Narottama hasn't appeared yet, and so how are you going to give him love of God?" And I think the implication of his question is, you, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, will no longer be with us when Narottama appears. So how are we going to know? Okay, Prema Vilas by Nityananda Dasa, disciple of Janavi Mata. Yes. Good, thank you, Mangala Chandrika. The number 500 becomes a kind of general moniker for the time of Lord Chaitanya. Narahari Das. I don't know if that's the same Narahari, if that's Narahari Sarakar or Narahari Chakravarti. Anyway, thank you. Good. So yes, how is this going to happen that you're going to transfer? How are you going to give him this Krishna prema? And then Mahaprabhu smiles and says, "Tomorrow I will enter the Padmavati river and deposit my love for Narottama to receive in the future. At the appropriate time, you," that is Nityananda Prabhu, "must guide Narottama to the riverbank to collect the divine treasure that awaits him." And then the Lord continued his chanting. Now, to me, this is, from my mundane view, a little curious, because he says he's going to step into the Padma River tomorrow. If he's going to do that, he's going to be traveling quite a bit to get there, because I believe he's in Navadvip as he's saying this. But maybe not. Maybe he is already close. There's something which is widely recognized by people who study folklore and myth and mythology and probably anthropologists and so on, that so many stories in the world are about transformation that take place in water. Some sort of typically a change of body of some sort happens in water. And so we find that also in this Narottama. There's a story about Kamsa. Kamsa visits Vrindavan one time with his army. He's heard about gopis and he wants to see them. And then he leaves his army at some distance in the forest, and he goes to one pukur, one kunda, and dips his hand, I think, in the kunda, and immediately his body becomes transformed into that of a gopi. But he is horrified. Instead of being happy, you know, anyone except Kamsa would understand, oh, I've been totally blessed. But not Kamsa. Kamsa is horrified. How is he going to show himself to his army? Now he's a little girl, a little cowherd girl. And then I think it's two other gopis come by. I think one is Lalita, maybe Vishaka, I don't remember. And they see this new gopi and they are wondering who she is. And they talk with him, her, and he tries to explain. And then they take him to Radharani, and Srimati Radha now has some fun with Kamsa, where he becomes completely submissive to her and begs her mercy, but he doesn't beg for the right kind of mercy. His mercy that he wants is to get his Kamsa body back. And so she agrees on one condition, and that is that he never again harasses the devotees in Vrindavan. Yeah, that story is there. Hare Krishna. So, well, we didn't get much further in this, but that's all right. Srila Narottama Das Thakur ki jai. Okay. Now, I wanted to ask, while I'm thinking of it, each time we're reading through these songs, these Bengali songs, now of Narottama, before of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and I've been in sort of detail, I've been going through the words, the meanings of the words. And I'm just wondering, should I be doing that or not? Whether that's interesting for you or not so interesting or sort of interesting or what. I'd like to hear from you if anyone wants to say something. Please speak up. Feel free to say, oh, this is the most boring part, and that's why I wait until you're finished when I join the Saturday Sanga.
Oh, Guru Maharaj, yes, for me it's interesting.
For you, it's interesting.
Yeah, yes, because if we sing the bhajan or hear the bhajan, when you are translating this like word for word, it stays with us.
Mm-hmm.
But the repetition of the translation stays, and also I think I'm hearing from my Guru, we are hearing from our Guru the actual translation of, and also as your knowledge of Bengali, which I don't know. For me, it's very valuable. Thank you so much. And it's analytical. I like it very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Different opinions? Like, no, this is too much. I can't relate to this. Whatever. No one wants to say
Lalita
that.
on that. Dear Lalita, I second her opinion.
Say again? I missed that.
Haribol Gurudev. I second that.
You second it. Okay.
Yes. Absolutely.
All right. Esther.
Hare Krishna, thank you. I would like to say that it is very inspiring to hear, although in last many years we have been hearing so many times that such exalted topics are so far from us, and maybe we should be where we are, but and therefore I also wonder, should I be, is it proper even if I just hear it to ask a question about this song, although I'm also so far? Can I ask a question? I mean, this is also
Yes,
this is
please.
very. So my question.
Maybe before you ask, I think this is. I think it's a common understanding, which at least borders on a misunderstanding, that we shouldn't be talking about Radha Krishna's pastimes. I think there's good reason to pay attention to these visions and pastimes, and in particular of Narottama Das, because Srila Prabhupada very specifically encouraged. He considered the songs, and he meant, I believe, all the songs of Narottama as being highly valuable in giving us the philosophy, the theology of Krishna consciousness. He considered them like Vedic Shastra. But go ahead, your question.
So my question would be, I steal this now, your words from my mundane mind, would be as he is so specifically in so many details describing his service directly to the divine couple, and exactly he's describing them and even the smell of them, and specifically in so many details, and that he understands in these songs that for the mercy, or where he can see all of this, it is by the mercy of the gopis who give him actually this service. So, and then I'm wondering, as I understand, that with our process, that it is so gradual that one cannot understand immediately all of this. So is it possible that we understand this song that he already have been in this service, and just now he is writing in the mood of separation, all of this, and not actually saying, I have been there, and I'm just now remembering all this. So, and this for us is just like a guideline where we will end up also one day. This is the question.
Okay. We might understand that way, or another way to understand could be that he is modeling the mood of a devotee truly anticipating to be with Radha and Krishna, where there's a sense of trying out, how does it feel to be in such a position? I say this because something that I remember reading from Bhaktivinoda Thakur, I want to say it's in Jaiva Dharma, or it's in this other work, which is a shorter work, but it's also kind of like a novel. I'm forgetting the name just now, where in the last chapter he's talking about Raga Anuga Bhakti, and he says something quite surprising. He says that the guru and the together they're kind of working out what is the deha, what is that siddha deha of the disciple. No, not Shikshamrita, not Chaitanya Charitamrita. There's that's a didactic book. There's another one. that it's like a teamwork. They're working out together. Do you feel like you're this, that you're a manjari? Well, no, not exactly. Like a gopa? Well, yeah, maybe more of a gopa than a gopi. I don't see. He suggests like that. It's not like just some mystical revelation, and it's not like the guru just tells the disciple, you are this or you are that. It's more like, let's understand together. Therefore, with these songs of Narottama, I wonder if he's not modeling that sort of understanding where he's saying, I see myself in that way, and I'm anticipating it because I feel so much attraction for that position, and therefore I'm anticipating it. But it's true. One could wonder how does he even know that all these particulars would be these particulars of service would be as they are. One could say, well, that's being shared with him by perhaps Lokanath Goswami. It's like this and it's like that. Yeah. Avichandra, your hand is up.
Yes, thank you. So I was wondering already many years ago how we can feel. I mean, how we can make possible the prediction of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. You said about your godbrother that he was learning Bengali to talk with Bengali villagers, Bengali people.
Mm-hmm.
And Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said that, as I remember, that people of the West will learn Bengali to read Chaitanya Charitamrita directly.
Mm.
And I was trying to organize, some learning of Bengali, but it went well. Then I read a whole book about Bengali. I was trying to learn Bengali, and still don't know. But I can see that those songs that we sung are quite simple. This is, as I understand, it's Sadhu-bhavan. It's not contemporary Bengali.
Yeah.
It's Sadhu-bhavan, but it's very simple form. And it would be great to just learn Bengali, but not, because when we analyze word by word, then we don't know the structure of the sense of the sentence, grammatics, how it works, and how we could, write some simple Bengali songs even by ourselves, of course, in the course of time. But we learned something, but it's not enough to then read a particular song and to understand what is going on there. So I wonder if there can be some kind of maybe at the time of our meetings, someone could make a short lesson of Bengali, like 10 minutes or 15 minutes of this time, and make something that we truly can in some moment understand, directly, not by analyzing word by word, but knowing what is the meaning of the word, we could understand what it means, the whole sentence.
Something for you, Devashri Radhika. I just noticed that you're with us today. Do you want to say something about this?
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Yes, it would be. I think it's just something that requires steadiness and commitment.
Yeah.
So, and of course, it's a service I would be very happy to take on, but I have to still think about it. I could definitely post some notes on our email Sanga. I think we have this email Sanga also where we have updates coming up, and sometimes I can, yeah, I mean, every week I could make it a point to maybe post some notes there if that's helpful.
Okay.
And yeah, and I of course will try my best to be there for the Sangas, but sometimes it is difficult given some other commitments.
I know you're usually quite busy on Saturdays, but maybe we can make that a point when you are able to join us that you could give us a mini lesson.
Yes, it will be my honor. Thank you.
I was fortunate to be tutored in Bengali, Cholit Bhasha, not Sadhu Bhasha, but Cholit Bhasha, several years ago in Halle in Germany by one young scholar who we were using the senior professor's a textbook which he had handwritten and he had never printed, he had never published. So we were using literally his handwritten Bengali book. And I had a copy of it, and I don't know what I did with it. I wish I still had it. Maybe I should ask the professor if I could get a copy. But yeah, it was conversational Bengali. So we did just one semester. I had to learn to read not just Bengali script, but handwritten Bengali script. And I remember some of the conversation exercises that the professor had given. He had included one or two swear words, like heavy language, curse words. And said, yeah, this is just being realistic. People talk like this. Okay. Yes, Rasadari Hari, you wanted to comment?
Well, not comment maybe, but ask regarding this Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura's technique or whatever, about discussing with the disciple about his Svarupa, Siddhadeha. Is there, except Bhaktivinoda Thakur, someone else discussed this that you know?
Not that I know, but that doesn't mean much. This might be a better question for someone like Krishna Abhishek Prabhu, who is much more of a scholar of Bengali Gaudiya Vaishnavism. He's himself from Calcutta, and he would be a good person to ask that. It's interesting. Yes, one wonders, was this just his creative way of being or what? Because we don't hear about it otherwise.
Because he, as we know, as far as I know, he got Siddha Pranali, like that. And then he followed, so to say, not that line, but that disciples become purified by chanting and devotional service, and then that their Siddha Deha is revealed, as far as I understand. Also, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur and I think Srila Prabhupada also mentioned this, but I never heard before Bhaktivinoda Thakur that, or maybe there are some qualified disciples, few of them. I don't know who he can talk about that, like that.
mentions Prema Pradipa. Yes, that's the book I was thinking of, and I think it may be the last chapter there, but it may also be Jaiva Dharma near or at the end. Now, Vrindapati, you're asking, what if the bhava of the guru and the disciple don't match? One is in a different rasa. Is that a compatible relationship? Oh, the plot thickens. There's probably 101 different situations like that. But generally what we hear is, as I understand, the bhava will not be in conflict. And another point I think may be relevant here, it's understood that the adi rasa, as Prabhupada refers to it, madhurya bhava, madhurya rasa it's the central rasa, and it animates really all of the other rasas in Vrindavan. It sends, in effect, waves out to all of Vrindavan, all of Braj, and everyone, whatever their relationship with Krishna is in the 5 primary relationships, are completely focused on enhancing the relations of Radha and Krishna, the exchange between Radha and Krishna. So they're all finding different ways to highlight, to intensify, to sometimes make it more difficult for them to meet, just to intensify the feeling of separation, and so on and so forth. So in that sense, my understanding is there doesn't have to be a conflict. It doesn't have to be a problem. That's how I understand it. Kavi Chandra, I wanted to ask, you have just come back from India, isn't it?
True.
Would you like to say a few words
1 week
about
ago.
your adventures?
Oh my God, maybe I can prepare for next time kind of slideshow with pictures, and I can tell more. Just now I can tell that we are in place that is very very hard to be there. It's Krishna's kitchen in the Nanda-bhavan. I mean, in Nandagram. Yeah, in Nandagram, this is original house of Nanda Baba and Mother Yashoda and Krishna and Balaram.
Okay.
And the kitchen there is a very special place because they put 2 asanas in the kitchen. One asana is of Mother Yashoda, and the second asana is of Srimati Radharani. And and understanding is that they are present there,
right?
And they are not using other fuels, only wood and cow dung, and the kitchen is really like black because of the smoke. And the head of this kitchen is one older lady that is in the line of Goswamis. And if you go there, you can really representative of Mother Yashoda. And and really not everyone can be in that place. We had really big but I have no pictures even, because it's such a place that, you know, we could feel that no, we should not make, you know, fun of this place. It's something really secret. And what can we say? That the mood there was like, you know, a very intense presence of Krishna Balaram and the family there.
Do you want to tell us how it is that you were allowed to go there?
Yes, yes, I can say, but I don't know. I dared to ask Krishna Murali Goswami, who were guiding us at the time of
I kind of suspected it was probably
and
Krishna Murali.
Yeah, and I asked him, maybe you can guide us, you know, in Varshana and Nandagram. And yes, no problem. Just tell when, and we did it. We were staying in Vrindavan, and we went by bus, by orange bus that are electric buses that are going from Mathura, actually from Vrindavan to Govardhan town, and then to Varshana. And so he took us from Varshana by his car. And first he showed us Varshana and telling some details, really sweet details, and then he took us to Nandagram. And he, you know, there was a situation where waiting for prasadam in place. We guessed maybe it's also a place where Krishna was eating. So also very like special place. And then he went somewhere, and one of devotees that are serving there came and, what you are doing here? You know, like, you know what those people are doing here in this place? It's place only for, you know, for servants of Krishna, and no some white people. And fortunately, Krishna Murali Goswami just came and said, no, they are with us. And like, okay, we are safe. And we are eating, and the devotee who was with us, who is not eating much, he took like, there was kheer served, and he took like 5 times repetition of this kheer. You know, he was eating like up to
the neck.
Up to the neck. And what we did, we also drank the whole Charanamrita. And in my case, it was a mistake, because next day I was like, yes, okay, no details, but the place was so special that it was like, where we are, we are so bewildered in this place. And it was, we were very lucky. And this devotee with us was for the first time in India, although he's more than 30 years devotee, so he was first time in Vrindavan, and he went to such a place. He was really shocked.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was great. And many other things, but I can show you some pictures.
Yeah, maybe next time you can show something. Great, thank you. Okay, I think it's time to read some Chaitanya Charitamrita. What do you think? Yes? No?
Yes, good on.
Yes, please.
Yes. All right, here we go. Let's first find our place. Rasodari, you want to say something more?
Guru Maharaj, if you allow some very small show and tell.
Yes.
I will tell you show, so to say. This is with help of Katyani Mataji. We upload a lot of bhajans by you when teaching bhajans, and actually I would I could share a little bit the devotees. See, not all of them, like 10 of them are more, and only 3 I couldn't upload because my YouTube limit was for today, you know, for uploading. I can do it actually from my other computer, other account. If maybe let me. Who is the organizer, Dharma Gupta or Audarya Chandrika?
It is me. What do you need?
Okay, I will put me out from this one, share, and on the other one, I don't have a camera because I don't know, my camera, I'm upside down. Maybe you can see on the other one. Can you remove this one? And
you are not sharing nothing at the moment.
No, not sharing. Just remove this me out of this. Like I'm not present, you know. You can you see my other account there?
Prabhu, we can see you upside down.
Yeah, upside down, my picture.
Yeah, on another picture.
Can you see this?
Yeah.
Just a second, I will go to the gallery view. Yes, I can see you, yeah, upside down.
Yeah.
Upside down.
Okay, so what should I do here?
Well, remove me from here and add this another account.
Okay, so I will remove
share.
you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And now he's gone.
I think he meant the other way around.
He will come back.
I think he meant the other way around, but anyway. Or should we save this for next time?
We cannot hear you, Rasadadi Hari Prabhu. You have to unmute yourself.
I said maybe we can do it the next time because it seems that you just removed me completely out. Anyway. Okay, I'm in back, but I don't know why I'm here. You know.
We take that as an existential comment.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm here.
Can you tell me what is the other name on the other device? Your name is?
Rasadadi Hari.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm confused.
Me too.
Can you see me now or not anymore?
I suggest we table this project. It's kind of taking time without getting us there.
Yeah, because I tried with another account and it says the host removed you from the meeting, so I cannot join now. And yeah, let me proceed with that. No problem.
Okay. But what you were saying is that some bhajans were uploaded to the website. Is that what you were saying?
Actually, they're not they're not on the website. Website have some problems, and Deva is working on them. Oh. But I just wanted to. I think he will fix that today. But I just wanted which bhajans are there, and so maybe we can for the next time put it like that.
Good. Okay. I think it's time for Chaitanya Charitamrita. And so, let's see if I can do this. I hope you can all see. We're just creeping along in chapter 14 of Adi Lila, and we read, this is the conversation, dialogue between little Nimai and his mother Shachi. Mati deha mati bhakko dekko hobichari obichare dehodosha ki bolite body. This body is a transformation of dirt, and the edibles are also a transformation of dirt. Please reflect upon this. He's telling his mother, think about this, Mom. Dekko hobichari. Literally see this vicharya while thinking about it or having thought about it. Understand this while thinking about it. And there's a longer purport in which Prabhupada is explaining about Mayavada philosophy. And so Nimai is he's having some fun as a way of teaching. He's playing like a Mayavadi, essentially. He's saying it's all, it's all one. It's all the same. At the end of this, Prabhupada quotes the warning that Krishnadas gives us. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore advised Mayavadi bhashya shunile hoy sarvanash. If one accepts the Mayavada philosophy, his advancement is doomed forever. So the word shunile means if hearing or when hearing. When hearing the bhashya, the commentary of the Mayavadi, then hoy sarvanash. Nasha is destruction, sarvanasha, destruction of everything, and hoy means is or exists. It results in. Okay, then Antare vismita shachi balila tahare mati kaite gan yoga keshikalatore. Astonished that the child was speaking Mayavad philosophy, Mother Shachi replied, "Who has taught you this philosophical speculation that justifies eating dirt?" So, antare vismita, within herself, antare vismita, surprised, shachi bolila, she answered, she spoke. And that's, of course, past tense, bolila, tahare, unto him. What does she say? Mati kaite gan yoga ke shaka shikal tore. The word tore, tor, is this very informal form of addressing a child or someone that you want to insult, or someone that you're very close to. There's 3 levels, and the middle level is the more familiar, is the general familiar form, to me. And then the formal form, apnar. But she's using the informal form. Sometimes this is also used to address God in prayer as a way of expressing intimacy. And kaite is to eat. So mati kaite, this mud eating, and jnana yoga, this Prabhupada translates as speculation. Jnana yoga. And he translates, who has taught you this philosophical speculation that justifies eating dirt? Mati kaite gyan yoga. One could take it in a slightly different way. one could say that jnana yoga is kind of basically the same as eating mud. It's there's nothing to relish in jnana yoga. And shikala tore. K. The question is K. Who has taught you this? And Prabhupada in his purport is speaking as if how she might be speaking. So the Sachimata may say, if everything is one, why do people in general not eat dirt, but eat the food grains produced from the dirt? So that's the challenge. And this is then in Krishna Das. Matir anna kaile deha pushti hoy, mati kaile roga hoy, deha jaya koi. Replying to the Mayavad idea of the child philosopher, the child philosopher, Mother Sachi said, my dear boy, if we eat earth transformed into grain, our body is nourished. Matir bikar anna. So bikar means transformation. And anna means grains. And kaile, if we eat, the grains which are a transformation of mati, of mud, deha pushti hoy, the body will be nourished. The body is nourished. Will be nourished would be hobe, but it's hoy, is nourished. Mati koile, if we eat mud, roga hoy, then there will be a disease. Or there is disease. Deha jai koi, the body becomes destroyed. And she continues, matira vikara ghate ghote pani ani mati pinde dhari jobe shoshi jai pani. In a water pot, which is a transformation of dirt, I can bring water very easily. But if I poured water on a lump of dirt, the lump would soak up the water and my labor would be useless. So she's giving another argument why Nimai's point is not acceptable. So gate means water pot, ani bari, ani, bariya, so filling, filling water in a pot, which is a transformation of dirt, of mud or dirt, and ani, bringing, ani. So if mud is in the form of a pot, I can use it to water. Mati pinde dhari jabe, soshi japani. Sosia jai, it gets soaked up. It goes to being soaked or something like that. Mati pinde dhari jabe, if there would be the carrying or the pouring. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, holding, dari. If there would be holding of a mud ball, a ball of mud, a lump of mud, then yeah, the water's just going to get soaked up in the mud. I can't use it. It becomes useless. Prabhupada takes this opportunity in his purport to say, sometimes scientists argue that matter and spirit are one with no difference between them. Factually, in a higher sense, there is no difference between matter and spirit, but one should have the practical knowledge that matter, being an inferior state of existence, is useless for our spiritual blissful life, whereas spirit, being a finer state, is full of bliss. Now, someone could object here that, but Srila Prabhupada, you always say that matter can be used in Krishna's service. It's not useless. To which I'm guessing Prabhupada would say, yes, of course, that's true. But what happens when you're using something of matter in Krishna's service? It's instantly becoming spiritual. So it's no longer material. From the earth, in this connection, the Bhagavatam gives the example that dirt and fire are practically one and the same. From the earth grow trees, and from their wood come fire and smoke. Nevertheless, for heat, we can utilize the fire, but not the earth, smoke, or wood. Therefore, for the ultimate realization of the goal of life, we are concerned with the fire of the spirit, not the dull wood or earth of matter. So Prabhupada kind of shifts direction a little bit to make the broader point about difference between spirit and matter. And he's actually, in this last line, he becomes rather poetic. For the ultimate realization of the goal of life, we are concerned with the fire of the spirit, not the dull wood or earth of matter. That's nice. Atmalukaite Prabhu bolila tahare age heno iha mata nashikale more. So now little Nimai is speaking. This word Atma, yeah, okay. The Lord replied to his mother, why did you conceal self-realization by not teaching me this practical philosophy in the beginning? Okay, so Prabhu, this refers to Nimai, to Lord Chaitanya. Balila Tahare, he replied to his mother. He spoke to her. What did he say? Atmalukaite, hiding, to hide from himself. No, he's not speaking this first line, Atmaluk, although Prabhupada kind of translates it that way. So the word Atma here is used in its, what the Indologist would say is its original sense of being simply a reflexive term, just like we say myself. I myself did this. I myself am speaking. That's how Atma can be understood, and then it comes to mean self in the sense of not this body. But therefore, Atma, and Prabhupada tells this in some of the translations of Atma, it means mind, and in some it can also refer to body. Why can it refer to all three of them? Because Atma is originally just this reflexive term. And okay, then Nimai is asking Keno, why? So we had the question word kobe, means when. And we had koto, how many. And we had ke, who. And now we have keno, why. Why did you conceal, O Mata? Age in the beginning, and iha here is translated as this. Why did you na shikale more? Why didn't you teach this to me before? And Prabhupada takes this opportunity to say, it's good, it's best to be learning Vaishnava philosophy from the beginning of life. And if one does this, then one won't be disturbed by monistic philosophy. And then he gives essential Vaishnava Vedanta, Janmadhyasya yataha. Everything emanates from the Lord. Example, the sun gives off light and heat. And then he speaks essentially Veda Veda. One cannot say that light is heat or that heat is light, yet one cannot separate one from the other. Therefore, Lord Chaitanya's philosophy is Achintya Veda Veda. Beshe Janilan, Aromatina Kaiba, Uda Lage Jabe, Tabe Tomar Stan Piba. Now that I can understand this philosophy, no more shall I eat dirt. Whenever I'm hungry, I shall suck your breast, drink your breast milk. So now that I understand this, Ebe se janilan, aro mati na kaibe. Aro, in the future or anymore, mati na kaibo. I will not eat mud anymore. Kshudha lage jabe. When I get hungry, kshudha, tabe, then in that case, at that time, tomar stan piba, I will suck your breast. Or literally, I will drink your breast, meaning I will drink from your breast. I guess piba can mean also suck. Ettabali jananir kolete chadiya, shtan bhan kore Prabhu ishat asya. After saying this, the Lord, smiling slightly, climbed on the lap of his mother and sucked her breast. At Tabali, having said this, Jananir kolete chadiya. Chadiya, standing up, having stood up, Jananir kolete, on her lap, on his mother's lap, Stan pan kore Prabhu ishat asya. Slightly smiling, he took milk from her breast. So that's a nice, nice lila, which is, of course, also having didactic purpose. And it would be interesting now to compare this. One of our scholars, the late Joseph O'Connell, wrote about this particular pastime in his article, in which he is that we should not. He's arguing against Edward Dimmock, who was saying, "Oh, this is all just mythology, and all we can say about Lord Chaitanya or about Chaitanya is that he was born at a certain time and he left at a certain time, and pretty much, and maybe that we can say he took sannyas and we can't say much more." And Joseph O'Connell says, no, we can say a lot more. Why? Because we can understand that the Chaitanya Charitamrita was written specifically with the idea to highlight actual events in the life of Lord Chaitanya. But then he also examines this particular pastime as an example of how the different biographies, or some will say hagiographies, are giving variations. They're giving different descriptions of the same event. So I don't have that with me now, so I won't try to remember it, but that's something to be aware of. There are variations in these pastimes. Okay, that's kind of, let's that down. Esther, you have a comment.
Sorry, Maharaj, I'll be very impolite because what I'm saying, it is not in relation with, but the hour. So I will just kindly invite you in the name of devotees from Valtura to come to us for the festival. I don't know if you received the letter which I sent in the name of the Valtura devotees. So
I haven't seen it yet, but I guess I'll see it. When is that festival?
So we actually, depending on the date you are giving us, we are open all September. So, and then I remember that you were saying that you will be by the end of August, you are in Simhachalam with this Krishna Janmashtami festival and the other festival in celebration with 10 years of sannyasa of yours. And then it would be the most practical for us in the beginning of September, if you are not full by then, starting from the 1st of September and ideally till 6th of September. So if
you're having a several-day festival.
Yes, with you and Ananda Tirtha Maharaj. It is our possibility only two.
It's clicked off here.
And in the between we desire to have many hours bhajans, and also we wanted to ask you if of course you choose the theme, but maybe that we include something similar what you were having in Serbian camp, that we include also some part of how to say acting Krishna Lila, like something like that, so that we also have this part.
I see.
Yes.
Well, thank you. Let's see. I can't say right now, but I will take note. I appreciate it. Okay, so I think we are at the end of our session. And next week we can have again a Sangha, but I'm going to make it a bit shorter. I might end a half hour earlier because I have another event at what for me will be 3 o'clock, namely right now, which goes for 2 hours. So it's going to be a little bit of a marathon for me, but yeah, we can have a bit shorter session. And so I will say, on that note, thank you all very much for joining. And I wish you all a wonderful week and a sane week, keeping sane. And yeah, Prabhupada said plain living and high thinking. So we keep it plain. And chant Hare Krishna, be happy. Make it all count. Make it all count. And we'll see you in a few days. Yes, also coming up is Advaita Acharya's appearance day, and then, of course, Nityananda Prabhu's appearance day. So we can be remembering, thinking about, anticipating these events. And I'll say thank you all very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Takoti Vaishnava ki jai. Jai Gaur
Krishna. Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.